Start recording. Hello, if anyone who's watching. This is going to be different from my last one. Last one was more so just a fun deck profile, but this is Tenpai. I think I did I did third place last Sunday at an OTS. It was pretty fun, and I'll also do a small tutorial on how to OTK under shifter, because I don't think I've seen a lot of videos on that and how to actually do it. So beyond that, let's get started. So to start off, let's grab the dragons. Of course, 3 Pydra. It is very good. One of the best dragons in the deck. Then we have 3 Chandra. This is it's going to be standard mostly, because 2 Fadra and then the one Magnemite. I apologize. The 1 Magnemite. So these guys, this is your OTK. If you can, one of these is a 1-card starter. One of these can be, depending on your opponent's hand traps, and this guy's sort of dead. But beyond that, let's move on. Let's move on to the spells. We have basically best spell in the deck. Well, your best regular spell in the deck, Kaiman. Kaiman is so useful for everything. This can also be a 1-card OTK because it can get you into Pydra. Pydra gets you the field spell. Field spell, obviously, if you know the Tenpai deck, that's just how that's going to work. Then triple field spell. Just protection. Protection, damage, it's everything. It's everything and anything this deck could ever need, and a searcher. Now we're getting into, this should be non-ninja. Oh no, well obviously the 1 terraforming, just to get you that more consistent field spell. Non-engine, we have 1 Druis Worm, triple shifter. I was not running shifter at that OTS though, but I think this is better to have in the deck, because some decks just crumble under shifter. There's nothing they can do, because branded, you need to get stuff in the grave, and they can't do anything about that. So just ton of decks, they hate shifter. Shifter does not really bother this deck all that much. 3 Fenrir, just basically an honorary Tenpai, because it is so good going first, going second. It's jack of all trades, let's say. 1 Desires, this is my only draw power. I don't think I can kill through Prosperity without Trident. At this moment, I don't believe it's a possibility, and you don't really care about the 10 banished cards, because you're going to kill that turn anyway. And if you don't, well, sucks. I'm running this package, Lightning Storm, Heavy Harpy's Feather Duster. I enjoy it. I think it's great. It deals with a lot of back row. Can kill monsters. I actually, Snake Eyes player, he couldn't do much against a Lightning Storm to his Apollosa. But triple Imperm, one of the best hand traps in the deck, purely because it doesn't care about thrust or tactics. Triple Ash, triple Veiler, 1 Called By, and then 3 Forbidden Droplet. Let's go. These do not work under shifter. They can't do anything under shifter, because these all need stuff in the grave. So you could cut it if you really feel like you need to, of course. Anything in this deck, it's always malleable. It's a very budget-friendly deck. I'm just running a version that some people may call not budget-friendly, but It's, of course, always depending on you. Remember, it's always a card. It's just a card game. There's nothing you should stake your livelihoods on. For the extra deck, I went 2 Bident, 2 Transcend. That is just the basic dragons. They're the enders to your starters. Obviously, don't have Trident. If you have Trident, I would probably run Trident over. I would say you'd run Trident over this Chaos Angel. I run it purely if I don't have anything else to do, which it's very rarely comes to that. 1 Black Rose, 1 Odd Eyes, 1 Black Winged. Black Wing is burn damage. Great card. The only time I've used it wasn't even at this OTS. It was at a Metal Totem against a Metal Totem player, and I got like 5k burn damage off. Good card. Meteor Burst only for the mirror. Have not run into the mirror yet, though, actually, which is quite surprising. 1 Black Rose, good card. Protected under the field spell and can just blow up the board. Those are all my synchros. Now let's go to links. 1 Striker, and then, of course, into Dark, or you always have Hita, into Promethean, into Phoenix, into World Sea Dragon. And this is basically just the link package OTK. Instead of running, I would say the Dark. If you have it, I would run a SP instead. SPs probably would be better there, but of course, if you care more so about the OTK, then just run the Dark instead. Then this is actually, this I'm doing some experimenting with on what I should run in the deck with it. Because I've been thinking, I got inspired by a European player to run a Fallen of Albaz instead of one of my hand traps, to have all these as an option on my opponent's turn. Mirror Jade for their extra deck monsters, Alba Lenitus for the mirror, because you just suck up all their dragons. Titaniclad in case you run into a towers. It's always an option. Albion just to get you in, Albion Lubellion to get you in the Mirror Jade or get something off the board quick. That is an option. You can take it if you like. I took it. I definitely probably using it this Sunday. But of course, that is the main deck, and that is the extra deck. Hope you did enjoy that, and if that was all you were here for, thank you very much. Now, I'm going to be moving on to the tutorial on how to kill under Shifter. So if you don't really care about that, thank you very much for sticking around as long as you have, and have a good day. Let's grab, and now moving on into said tutorial, let's grab a Shifter, and let's just do a Shifter, a Hydra, and a random discard. How about that? Shifter, Hydra, random discard. This is an OTK. Then in the draw step, we'd go Shifter. Obviously, sometimes people would just scoop at that because they can't do anything. But of course, our opponent decides, I'm going to play through it. He can play through it. Goes all the way and ends on some stuff, but not any real interruption. And of course, you probably have multiple other hand traps by this point, because in the end, it's Tenpai 24 non-engine. It's crazy. But on our turn, we'd go normal Hydra effect. In order to play around Droll, a way I play around Droll is I just go set summoning directly from deck. And then I go activate summoning, then summoning effect to grab the Chandra. And remember, this is a then, so if you can't grab it, don't discard. You are not forced to by that point. Then you discard your random card, special out Chandra, and then we go the basic line. So let's go in battle phase, then it'd be 17, 15. Well, 17, then in the damage step, Chandra is a trigger effect. So he's like Poplar. He is a trigger. But now, Now we go this. He might not be a trigger. I'm basing this off the simulators, but yeah, then it's just basic OTK. Another 16, activate Fadra. You don't have any access to a tuner anymore by this point, so this is a needed kill. Go into Biden attack for 26. Then you'd activate Pydra, transcend, he'd switch every tuner to attack, and you'd go in for 3. That is a way to kill under Shifter. You'd have to have stopped them from putting up a massive board, but most of the time you can kill through this. That's how I'm thinking about it. If there's better ways, please let me know. But beyond that, I hope everyone has a good day. Bye bye.